Talking with Words.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob,
James,
and Ryan.
And tonight we are watching the 2008 spectacle that is ThanksKilling. Yes, this movie is only 70 minutes. Shut up. Now, if you have not heard of this, which shame on you, it's described as, this is all it says, a homicidal turkey axes off college kids during Thanksgiving break.
Sounds delightful.
It's a short sentence. Actually, I think Meryl wrote the ad for this. You don't know anybody. You don't know the director. You don't know the writers. But if you're missing this movie, you're missing out because there's a lot of gravy. Now, we need a parent's guide. James, have you ever done one?
I can do this one.
Yeah, it's your turn. You're
All
up.
right. Well,
Sally, you want to do it? Oh, no, she fell down the stairs. Not related to anything I did.
Well, Parents Guide is sex and nudity, moderate. Violence and gore, severe.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yes.
Southern accent, please.
Yeah, that's not Southern enough.
Sex and nudity, moderate.
Yeah, I like that.
Violence and gore, severe. Profanity, severe. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking, mild. Frightening and intense scenes, mild.
You're hired.
That was like putting on an old suit, wasn't it?
Yes. Welcome to my childhood.
Let the country flow through you. All right, well, we're going to watch this movie. Usually I'd pause and we'd do a musical break, but we don't have to. We're going to watch the movie that quickly. Now. All right, well, that was ThanksKilling, and there's a lot to unstuff here.
I see what you did there.
See that one? That was pretty good. It was horrible. Now, this movie, if you didn't get the gist earlier, is fucking garbage glorious. Trademark, Rob Gilchrist. Now, this one, like its sequel, on the DVD cover says tits in the first 60 seconds. I think the sequel actually says tits in like the first 10 seconds, something like that. And that's the scene we were
Both
just
are
talking
accurate.
about. Yeah. Because they do like a flashback to what's the first Thanksgiving,
Pilgrim,
right?
yeah.
And
Shot in a public park
Yeah.
with no permit
It's a
or tops.
That took balls. Well, at least some knockers.
I think they call them chesticles.
Oh yeah. Chicka-chow.
Boom, boom.
Now, did anyone write down the name of the chick?
Wanda Lust.
Lust. That's it.
Well, that's her stage name, I'm guessing.
That's all we need. So, you know the intro now, just from that conversation. Also, the one line from the turkey when it pops up is, "Nice tits, bitch," and then kills her. And then we jump forward to all these kids going on.
Christmas, Thanksgiving break.
Thanksgiving break.
Except Allie thought it was spring break and she was going to get her tits out and get wasted. And her friend politely reminded her, "You dumbass, it's Thanksgiving break.
And then we all hated her.
Put your shirt back down."
Oh, that was in the movie, right? The line, it's Thanksgiving, not Titsgiving.
Yes,
Yes.
that was in the film.
Yeah.
Did you think you made that up in your head?
Couldn't tell if it
Someone
was-
could have said it, and it might have blurred in. There was a lot of that going on.
That's fair.
A lot of
There's
this
a lot
was
of side commentary.
I was giggling a lot.
It definitely felt like a lot of this was made up on the fly, or was there a script? I wonder how much script there actually was.
Yeah, it definitely fluffed it.
There's a lot of improv one-liners there.
But this was shot while they were in college still, so there's still a lot of that college mentality
Yes.
going on.
The actors crew, all of them were in college. What'd you
Yeah.
say between their
Junior and senior
Junior,
year.
yeah.
junior and senior year? Okay,
They shot the whole film in 11 days.
which is pretty fantastic if you think about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird shit in there for 11 days. I mean,
One of the trivia notes on there was that several of it, a lot of it was improv. So,
you don't say.
yeah. Some genius one-liners.
Oh man.
Well, I love that they revealed that Gobble Gobble Motherfucker was actually thought up before the movie's plot was thought up.
Yeah. Like if you say
What plot?
if you if you say ThanksKilling to anybody that's heard about it or knows about it, the first thing they're gonna think is Gobble Gobble Motherfucker, which is interesting that that's what stuck out so much.
Well, it always, that line though, Gobble Gobble, the first thing I think of in Thanksgiving movies is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Gobble Gobble.
Gobble Gobble.
Our favorite lady.
Yeah. They go on Thanksgiving break, and you have this motley crew that doesn't make any sense that they're hanging out.
The one nerdy kid seemed like he randomly joined the road trip like 3 minutes before it began.
Yeah, because
Billy was just like,
Billy.
"Oh yeah, this is what was the kid's name? Devin?
Darren.
Darren.
The nerdy
Yeah,
kid.
that's so off-putting."
You must mean the turkeyologist. He's
Yeah.
going to school for turkeyology.
I didn't even know you could major in that.
This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie that we're talking
Impressive.
about, people.
Yeah,
You know,
Dig in.
the definition of an expert is someone who knows more and more about less and less at Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, he forgot a lot at the end. We had football player Johnny,
second string quarterback Johnny
who was wearing a shell necklace.
with his tribal tattoo that looked like either tits or balls, depending on your
it
point of
was-
view.
He didn't. Yeah, one of the two. You had Allie, who was the I'm going to show my tits chick. You had Kristen, who was the
Sheriff's daughter.
sheriff's daughter, and Billy was the hillbilly. Hillbilly? Oh, I get it.
Oh,
See what
Oh.
See what I did?
see what you did there.
All right.
Well, you know how I know this is in college because Darren made the line out in the Jeep as they're headed off to their Thanksgiving break. I'm having sex with someone in this Jeep. Only occupied by 2 women and 2 guys
Yep.
and him himself. So that's college.
Go
What college did
Slew.
you go to?
Oh, what? So,
It's also where they made the first Jean-Benet Ramsey joke.
which to no laughter.
Every
As it deserved no laughter.
totally missed.
In the movie, I laughed a lot.
Yeah,
It was like,
It's
but
funny.
the second time they brought the joke up, everybody found it was hilarious.
well,
And then
that's
the-
one of my notes. Is
The third time they brought it up, it was
it was
thoroughly
not correct. So the first time they did you write the joke down?
2 of them were about.
It's harder to close her legs than the John Ray Ramsey case.
I didn't wanna
Jean-Benet Ramsey. That's what it was.
Ramsey case.
I just wrote Jean-Benet Ramsey reference.
So the first time this girl says it, there's a more attractive girl in the car. And then the second time she says it, the attractive girl's out of the car and it's just her and the guys find it fucking hilarious. And it's one of those, oh, it's the last chick. This is all we have. Yeah, your joke's funny now. We're going to listen to you. I don't know if they meant to do that, but holy shit, that was a good joke.
That's what we all assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you called it there.
And then Darren tried to tell the joke.
He fucked it up.
Your her legs,
Her case is harder to crack than John Ray Ramsey's legs, sir.
her legs are harder to close than Jean-Benet Ramsey's. Ooh.
Oh, don't worry, folks. We're getting rid of him at the end of the year. So,
He deserved to die for that one.
just to give you the base of the story, because there is no story.
It's a very loose term.
500 years ago, this turkey went into hibernation, sleep, whatever. Because they say every 500 years it comes back, and he's like, I'm 505 years old, 510 years old. So this is the first time it's ever come back.
And that's why the sheriff lets him swear.
And everybody, but in order for him to come back, there's this dog that goes out with this hermit dude, and it takes a piss on this brand new looking totem. Like, it was just, the paint was still drying from the kids that painted it on set. And it was fantastic. And then it pops his head out, and it just decides, I'm going to kill people with axes. And
Killed the dog first.
First thing it did was kill a dog, so I'm glad Skylar and Sally weren't here to witness that. And then essentially follows, what's her name, Allie home?
Yeah. No, it's so the group's Jeep breaks down, and they're like, screw it. We can't fix it now. We're just going to wait this thing out, go camping, and it'll work when we try it in the morning.
Yeah, it slept overnight, healed up, ready to go in the morning.
But she goes off to call her dad, so she goes farther into the middle of nowhere to make a phone call, because that's how that works.
Yep.
And she freaks herself out, and the turkey finds her, and she loses it, and everybody thinks she's crazy. Because right before that, the Darren kid, as they're walking away from the Jeep to find their little camp spot or whatever, he finds a sign on the ground that just says Crawberg, and he loses it. He's like, "Oh my God, guys, it's Crawberg," and everybody looks at him like he's crazy.
Also, I want to point out how he read the sign. This guy picks up, it's a 3.5-foot wood sign, and he traces it's fucking 8 letters, and he traces it with his fingers and goes, Crawberg. Like,
Gotta sound it out.
Meryl would have read that faster, and she's fucking 5. I loved it.
But then he goes into that pilgrim story, like the backstory for it, and explains turkeyology.
Well, just like the Indian totem figure, this sign with Crawberg on it clearly looked brand new from the store.
Yeah.
Someone had just made it or just bought it in both cases.
And it was that, like, Spirit of Halloween broken wood. Like, it was just, like, these perfect jagged lines on it. No one believes her about the turkey.
Who would?
Hey, if some bitch is shouting about shit, I'm just going to make sure she's between me and whatever she thought she saw, even if it's not real. You stand here. I'm going to stand right behind you by 5 feet. Yeah, I'm sure there is no Sasquatch, but you're asleep in that direction.
Oh, ancient alien turkeyologists disagree.
God damn it, you stole my joke.
Oh, shit.
I had turkeyologist on TMZ or
History
AMC.
Channel.
Yeah. So anyway, they leave their car. You know, it had time to take a rest, or whatever cars do. Apparently, James was very upset about this plot point. The
car
will work in the morning.
Yeah, the car will work in the morning. Really, that was their plan, and then the tents magically appear because, you know, no one set them up. They weren't in the Jeep. There's a cooler.
During
the backstory
and
one sleeping bag.
That was during the backstory of Black Nips, the Indian chief, or whatever the hell that thing was supposed to be.
Jesus.
But they
Black
wake
Nips
up.
Buddha.
They wake up and the car works, and they drive off, and they have this cut to the turkey hitchhiking.
The hitchhiking turkey. Hey, turkey's got to get a ride.
You skipped where Billy wakes up and the hermit is like leaning over him trying to explain what's going on. Everybody freaks out, and he's like, "Well, see that there? That's turkey droppings on your chest. Lucky I showed up, or he'd have pecked your eyeballs out and killed you."
Turkey scat on you.
Yeah. Jeez. And then they go home and drop the hooer off.
Yeah, Ellie's got to go. Of course, the turkey can't keep up with him, so he hitches a ride. And I like that everyone just talks to the turkey like it's a totally normal thing.
Yeah.
Like they address it directly as a person.
Sheriff just treated him like a midget. Well, you're kind of a little guy, huh?
Yeah, disguise in that case.
Well, these days,
the Nickelodeon disguise.
Yeah.
These days, people picking up hitchhikers are, you know, a little crazy already. So
I mean, it makes sense. And what does he say?
Cash, grass, or ass.
Yeah. And
Nope. Ain't got no cash, so ass it is.
he definitely bit that guy's dick off.
The Parents Guide neglected to mention bestiality in this thing.
There was a lot of things left out of the Parents Guide. We're going to have to update that.
Yeah.
We'll
Because
just,
there were 2 counts of bestiality in this film.
I just want to go on there and take everything off. So the parents will take him to it like they did Deadpool. Yes, you're going to love this. It's a superhero movie. Little Timmy.
Or if you're a Florida teacher, poo, blood, and honey.
Yeah.
You're the real hero.
So, Allie's in there.
It cuts over to Johnny.
All right, I'm missing a spot.
Well, no. First, Allie gets murdered.
I thought Johnny got murdered first, and then they go to find Allie, and she gets murdered in there.
Oh, Johnny's till the end.
Well, the driver
No,
just
but
got
it doesn't-
murdered, and I thought first stop was.
They drop Allie off, and then they go over, and Johnny goes home, and that's when he meets his mother that is 3 years older than him.
Yeah.
They go through the whole,
Yeah.
Dad doesn't
Yeah.
talk to me, and he tries to talk to his dad, and his dad just like gets up and walks out, sits on the back porch to smoke a cigar, and then he makes up a story about him moving to starting QB for the Tritons.
And they bond all of a sudden.
They bond, and right before
Which is lucky that they reconciled right then.
well, he told his dad he loved him, and his dad looked at him like he was going to say it back, and then he got murdered.
Yeah.
And his dad was like 83, and his mom was 27.
I also like that as his dad's getting murdered, Johnny's just backing up going, no,
And
no.
as the turkey rips his head off, he goes, "Go long, Johnny."
Go on, Johnny.
Yeah, they wouldn't let it drop the football theme, which was probably smart.
He only had one personality trait.
He's a quarterback, a second string quarterback. Go deep, Johnny.
But that's when he freaks out and goes to get the rest of the group. They're like, "Come on, we got to go get Allie." And that's when it cuts to Allie.
That's where
and
Allie comes
when
back in.
Grant shows up. And she chastises his sexual performance and then gets raped by a turkey.
Turkey does the David Copperfield.
Yeah, she's getting blasted behind from Grant. Turkey Man comes in and takes over and gives her the old stuffing. That's also one of those.
And then murders her.
And the murder of that one was like, I think it was supposed to be they snapped her neck, but you just had like the turkey head go in. You had like, and her just like laced
Fall over. And then the group gets there just a smidge too late. Concerned is why there's a half-naked dead guy next to her. Johnny's a little upset.
And the
then-
rapper.
What is this? It's an extra small gravy flavored condom.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, it is Thanksgiving.
Everything's better with gravy.
The baby gravy. Oh, Jesus.
Gravy 2 ways.
Oh, that one. No, never mind. I'm going to just leave that shit. And then they go back to the sheriff's house, and it's the sheriff who realized, oh, shit, it's almost time for the turkey contest where you have to dress up like a turkey, I guess.
Yeah.
So
So
he
he
put on a turkey costume.
and opens the door to the turkey in the Nickelodeon disguise.
And he's wearing one of those glasses with the nose.
The fake nose and the fake eyebrows.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. If you were born before 1995, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you're born after,
Look it
you're
up.
lost. Yeah. Watch some Nickelodeon.
But you have this exchange. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. And it's making me laugh just thinking about it. My jaw hurts from laughing at this movie. And they're having just a conversation like normal people.
I love how the screenshot for the film is him in a turkey costume having a conversation.
Yeah, there it is.
We've still got it in the background on the TV here.
They're having tea together.
Yeah. And he's talking to him like he's talking to a midget. He's just like, "So what's going on? What are you doing here?"
Well, what was the final straw? The turkey's like putting up with his comments, and then the final straw was something about being compared to a goose,
Or
Yeah.
a duck or...
duck. Yeah,
"See you later, duck," or something like
Yeah,
that.
and the turkey just
There it
goes... Stops, turns around,
He was like, yeah,
That was
oh, you're pretty cool. I'm going to let this one slide.
Nope.
And then the duck comment.
That was a turkey neck too far. And,
And then he gives him the old Hannibal Lecter move.
The old razzle dazzle.
The old razzle dazzle.
Because this is the one that, oh man, this is literally the only scene I remember from last time I saw this movie. When the kids come to the door and the turkey opens it, he's Hannibal Lectering the sheriff's skin over his face.
Holding Nick Cage on him.
But it's still clearly a turkey.
a turkey with a skin face.
What I want to know
So
is why he went through the extra trouble to cut the face up and then sew it back together.
And I just want to give them credit for making a pretty believable face mask of her dad. The fake mustache
It was
helped.
the mustache that did it.
But-
Mustache sold
But
it,
yeah,
definitely.
it was smart the way they put that together.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I really want to see a crossover of ThanksKilling Turkey and Art the Clown playing with people's skin,
Ooh,
just wearing them.
that won't be an accident.
I will say,
Fuck you, dude. That was good.
Mm.
I'm a little hard right now.
this
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
ThanksKilling was missing the mashed potatoes that Art the Clown is so artful with.
See, you could have combinations.
Well,
100%.
the accident line wasn't even the best line of that scene. It was also the "I'm gonna drink your blood like cranberry sauce."
It's so dumb.
I think they call those Red Wings.
Well, they're Red Wings that come out of me. Ugh. Figure out that it's a turkey
Well, they go to her dad's house to get the book.
because of the book montage.
Yeah, and they're like speed reading through all these books, and they collectively have like a 1.8 GPA. I'm sure.
They should have gotten the rights to the song montage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Montage. Looking for.
they went from a beginner.
Jam.
If you want to go from a beginner to a pro,
You need a montage.
you need a montage.
Need a montage.
Montage.
Looking for a montage. South Park. Check it out if you have.
Yeah, they are randomly reading books out of her dad's basement that his trailer has.
I love that part of the book to add interest to the storyline. They finally find the book and it's in code because we wouldn't want the turkeys accidentally finding out.
I almost said something about that, and I was like, why would I even need to address
Yeah,
that
what?
in this movie?
Turkeys can't read. Why would you be putting it in code? The code was written letters.
And Darren's like, well, no wonder it was coded. It's so important. So dumb. I think this is when they confront the turkey, when he does the reveal, the slow motion pull the skin off of his face. Even though it's still clearly a fucking turkey.
While he's going for his second snack after he shoveled down a bucket of fries.
Yeah.
His
Billy was so
own
hungry.
daughter
Jesus.
through that whole sequence was like leaning down, way down to talk to her daddy.
Kiss him on the cheek.
It's the mustache.
Oh, man.
That's what sealed it.
And then Billy leaves because he's hungry, and they confront the turkey, and it runs off. And then Billy has a moment with the turkey where it, I guess, convinces him to eat him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like a
He
Thanksgiving
he wandered off
cartoon.
because he was hungry, and the
Yeah.
turkey had him hallucinate a roast turkey sitting there on the lawn.
Yeah.
He picks it up and eats it.
And it was like really,
And
really bad animation of just a like cartoon turkey.
It's just setting up an alien-like scene where a turkey comes bursting out of your innards.
They just needed to do the gobble gobble line. Someone had to eat it in order to have the alien burst, the chest burster, so they could gobble gobble motherfucker. That was really all it was.
Yeah.
And they need to get rid of Billy because they couldn't pay him for any more days. He was not nailing it.
Yeah,
Not
their catering bill was struggling with him on set.
All those French fries. A dead best friend Billy. Then we had the song when Darren gets there.
So, which one of them got stabbed with the turkey timer, the pop-up turkey timer?
Darren got that.
So that was after so Johnny and Kristen convinced Darren that he needs to kill the turkey to avenge his best friend Billy. And that's around the same time where Darren breaks the code and takes
Yeah.
That's right. They had to
an
find his.
excessive amount of time to explain the code. He's like, yeah, I broke the code. Yeah. Okay, so what is it? Well, it was in code, then I broke it. They're like, okay, so how do we kill the damn thing?
That's what I was saying. No, you haven't told us shit.
Yeah. And then they talk about reading the prayer backwards and burning him at the stake and everything else.
Oh, and the thing about the teepee.
Yeah.
If he's not at his TP,
If he's not
he's
killing
killing
people.
one of your friends.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So
Well,
they
it turns out it was true.
so they go and find
They
this
weren't wrong.
random teepee in the middle of nowhere that is smaller than the Jeep they have. In the following scene, when they go to, after they gather everything from MacGyver there, because Darren had yarn and a lighter
In his cargo
in his
pants.
cargo pants.
Or shorts, whatever they were.
Well,
They're about the same.
what you need that fucking rope for?
Oh, you mean this rope?
You keep your fucking rope, then.
Is that red Rambo?
Is that right, Rambo?
But the plan is for Johnny and Kristen to go in and distract him, and he's going to sneak up and do it. Well, why do I got to? You have to avenge Billy. This is the only way.
This is on you.
They get in there, and the TP is smaller than the Jeep. But when they go in to distract him, it's like a full-size TP.
It reminded me of Loaded Weapon when they went into Riggs' house. He's got the,
Lethal weapon?
no, Loaded Weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
You with me, James?
I don't
Never mind.
remember it, but I can picture it because of its loaded
Yeah.
weapon.
They go in
Yep.
his trailer on the beach, and it's a fucking
Yeah.
mansion inside.
Mhm.
Yep.
Same thing. No one else is going to get that
No,
reference
I
except
know-
for maybe like Wenger and 3 other people.
It's
And
been a hot
Winger?
minute since I watched that
Maybe
one.
Schmid?
Yeah, you're welcome, boys.
Yeah.
And then he just throws the rope around. He's like, I got him.
Tied him up with a smidge of twine. And he waddles off,
What the fuck? What the fuck?
only to...
The dialogue for the turkey was just anti-gay jokes and fuck. That was
Yeah.
it. That was his entire dialogue.
And the laugh. Ha ha ha.
He was aggressively homophobic.
Yeah. I think this movie had...
Well, the
more-
turkey was 500 years old. It was a different time.
Well, you know, when you say it like that, it makes sense. I wonder if he was on Duck Dynasty. Anyway,
He'd kill you for saying that.
and they go back to the house, right? That's when Darren gets the
Yeah, so
Turkey-
the hermit kills him. They throw him in the
that's right, the hermit
the
shoots him in
trash
the head.
can, and as you walk away, the trash can glows
You realize it
Hey.
is
a nice reanimator green
Not this time, turkey.
just-
with a biohazard label on the front.
because they're
Outside of a tent.
And
'Cause
then
the-
they're just like, oh, let's go watch a movie.
yeah, there's bins of radioactive waste just sitting randomly through this town, so you can throw stuff in them.
Also, to your point, Johnny's response is, we've been through a lot tonight. We lost some friends. Let's go back to my place and watch some movies.
Yeah.
Like, Johnny,
And so they go watch
you're a fucking sociopath.
That's what you do.
Night
in
of the Living
2008.
Dead.
Which, that part I get.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we solved that turkey issue unless it fell into some radioactive waste.
Yeah. No foreshadowing at all there.
Stupid.
And that's when they go back to Johnny's, and
And that's when
they decide to be boyfriend and girlfriend and start making out on the floor. And Darren's just like, well, I guess I'll go pee then.
And
Gets up and wanders off.
Yeah, Darren has to take his hand out of Johnny's popcorn and go to another room.
He was aggressively close.
he was pre-buttered for sure.
Yeah.
And I like how
That's how a lot of porn starts.
had to step over them to go to the kitchen. And he's in there, and that's when he gets the meat thermometer.
That's what he gets for
Attack.
trying to make a turkey sandwich.
Was it a turkey sandwich?
I don't know.
I think that was me
I was going to say,
suggesting that he should be having a turkey sandwich.
yeah, I think that was side commentary, but it makes sense.
I was going to say, I didn't even go to the bathroom that much this one.
Well, no, it
Yeah.
was only 67 minutes.
They didn't actually
Only
have a
4
food
times.
budget for that scene, so there was no food in the scene.
Well, Billy already ate all the fucking catering.
Billy ate all food.
11
We're
days,
just bashing
guys.
the shit out of Billy on this. You did great,
Billy.
Well,
backwards Fred Durst.
But radioactive turkey's a little more aggressive and has this super speed pecking to rip out Darren's heart while it's still beating.
Yeah, the fast bites through his chest.
While no one uses their hands to move the turkey away from their bodies.
Yeah, just stands there screaming. Also,
well, nobody else wants to lose a finger.
Hands are useless when you're fighting an animal with no hands.
Shit, are you a turkeyologist?
I know their ways.
I've been studying them for years.
I've killed a few.
I've got a dark past. Now,
dark past full of dark meat.
Only half. Just the legs.
I don't know if there was another one, but the only time during this film that I can remember, man, my jaw hurts from laughing so much. This is so stupid. I love it. I was even listening for James to do one of his the turkey ripped the guy's tongue out. That's the only time I heard James go, oh.
That was pretty good. Plus, that's one of those things that's like if you're pulling out tongues or eyeballs or entrails, I will react.
Oh, we got to watch Becky with you then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not watching Braveheart again.
All right. Well, it's early. We can start the end.
No.
Just pull up a few scenes from Terrifier 2.
But I also love that when he kills Darren and his heart finally stops fucking beating, that they have the My Best Friend Billy song with the two of them. He's like, you can join me up here. There's no turkeys in heaven. It's just them holding hands through a grass plain and dancing.
And I guess there was a deleted scene of Darren running through a cornfield, which is very Thanksgiving-like.
It is. It does make a little bit of sense. The only deleted scene. We don't leave anything on the table when we film ThanksKilling.
Well, if there's no corn maze in your Thanksgiving murder mystery, I don't know. Were you even trying?
Well,
there's not a lot of corn mazes in the middle of the summer going on. Their budget didn't allow to film into fall.
They had to do it.
They did film on. They did film on summer break in 11 days.
Fair enough.
Troopers, troopers. These.
They worked very well with what they had.
All right, so
which was disguises of the turkey.
So
style.
many disguises.
They made their own turkey puppet.
Yeah.
You know, if I ever start making my own weird masks or anything, you guys let me know. It's getting weird. Don't look over there. Do they just run away? Because now we're down to Johnny and Kristen.
And
his
there
new
were
girlfriend.
In my notes, I had about the carving knife. Who got carved?
Oh,
Johnny
yeah,
did.
that's right. That's what it was.
That's what
they
it was.
kind of tried to stop it, and he got stabbed with the carving knife.
Because I think, James, it was you when Johnny went in there was trying to fend off they just call it turkey. Trying to fend off turkey. He attacked him, but you couldn't see any attack, and you were like, what? Why is he freaking out? And then the next shot they had inserted one of the electric carving knives, and it was still going until he ran away and it pulled the cord out.
You know, he wasn't very for being a second string quarterback, he wasn't very athletic.
It wasn't spry.
No. He was slow and uncoordinated.
And if he had ribs, those motherfuckers got carved up.
Yeah.
He was ripped.
They're of the same consistency as and strength of Matt's.
I was going to say, I hope you're going to say Matt's ribs.
Yeah.
They're like glass.
They hide in the tool shed. They run away.
We have our final girl because he dies once he gives his lighter.
Yeah.
So that she can get a spray paint can and torch turkey, smack it into a preset bonfire.
Yeah.
Just within range.
And she delivered the line, peck on somebody your own size. Genius.
And then she goes back to poor Johnny.
With the hermit, right?
Well, the hermit comes up and he goes, "You done good, girl," and then just walks off. You can tell why this movie's won so many Oscars.
They profess their love for one another, and just as they're getting ready to kiss,
he dies.
He dies.
He doesn't just die. He just.
So I think your assumption originally on the couch scene was whether they're not allowed to kiss on screen or something like that.
Yeah.
which is
I don't think it was the movie. I think it was like one of those.
It was probably
two
her.
actors. Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably had a
one of the
husband
actors. Yeah, whatever.
Or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something that didn't want them kissing. Like, we're making this random movie. Well, don't go kissing nobody.
Yeah, probably. That's
my
the
guess.
only thing that makes sense.
'Cause as soon as they go to kiss, his head just against the barn.
Like it got snapped in half.
And then we have the aftermath scene of the glorious Thanksgiving feast. Oh,
The
no.
random family.
Also, Kristen took a couple bites out of the turkey's leg
Yeah.
because it popped
Extra
out of the
crispy.
fire. And then we have the Thanksgiving meal. And as they're praying, the roasted turkey gets up. What did it say when it jumped at him?
Do I smell sequel, biatch?
There we go. And yes, it did. Not to Thanksgiving 2, though.
ThanksKilling 3
The
in
only
space.
series to skip its own sequel.
Is the only possible outcome. Step 1, make turkey movie. Step 2,
Step 3, make
sequel.
more turkey movies.
I'm disappointed in the lack of light meat, dark meat jokes.
Well,
And that's what she said jokes. Because they set it up about 47
they
times.
did do a lot of those. They did do.
I cried a little on the inside every time they missed one,
That's
which was the first half of the film.
Well, the number of Thanksgiving
Just ain't all
and
we
turkey
could.
jokes they worked in was still pretty impressive without going off into just stand-up routines.
I mean, they had a lot of bad turkey jokes, which I appreciate a bad pun. Like, you just got stuffed, bitch.
Yeah.
And it was very Freddy Krueger. The turkey, his one-liners felt very Freddy Krueger-like. Because he would only, like, do one and then be like, you got stuffed. And then run away. I'd ask if we missed anything, but
Nope.
we've talked almost as long as the movie was.
Best 67 minutes that you could do something else while watching.
I just can't wait for Cameron to watch this with us later.
That'll
Gobble,
be a
gobble,
treat.
Cameron.
Gobble, gobble, Cameron. Anything else you guys want to add to this trash heap? This
Final
Thanksgiving
thoughts?
feast? Any leftovers?
There should have been some stovetop.
Yeah, there was only really one stove bit.
Only missing one thing from this, and you already know what it is.
Listen, if Skeletron was there,
No, this shit would have happened.
what hath he brought upon us?
I don't know. Could
Skeleton turkey.
could the radioactive turkey have broken him down? I don't know.
There's only one way to find out. Thanks,
We gotta skip
They're
4.
going to skip a few more. Okay, that's fucking plenty. ThanksKilling. When did this come out?
2008.
2008. This is one of those movies that was on Netflix because they had no rights to any movies, and that's the only reason I know it exists. A lot like Poltergeist.
That's a great
The
one.
fantastic Kaufman film.
Lloyd Kaufman, yeah. You know what's crazy is I'm still watching the screen back there, and it got on Amazon. It's got 4 stars out of 500 something reviews.
Well, it's kind of like once you know it exists,
It's-
how could
holy
you not
shit.
watch it?
This is the third time I've watched it.
Yeah,
I-
you're gonna rate this one 5 stars, right, Rob?
Fuck yeah, we're getting that thing up there. It's you know what? It's the giving season. Go watch this movie. Give it 5 stars. Tell them we sent you. Also, depends if you're out there. We need diapers. We're getting older. Please sponsor us. Give us stuff. We also would love to thank the Night Owl Tavern on
Northwest Day.
Northwest A. I was looking at you because I knew you'd know where it is. Off the square of Bentonville, Big Weenies on the square. I think they're going to close in the next month or so, so get out there right now and get yourself some sweet-ass Chicago dogs.
It's getting a little brisk for patio weather.
It's getting close. Music Works, they are searching for my next guitar, which I really hope they find. And I think you just bought some drums.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They hooked me up with a drum kit. I don't know.
I don't know if anybody
2 or
else
3 weeks
is
ago.
taking advantage of these deals that Talking with Words is offering, but if you're in the area on J Street, go to Music Works, mention Talk with Words, you'll get 10% off. And if you go to Doe's, ask for Matt Houston and tell him that you hate everything that he stands for.
And then poke him in the ribs.
Order the turkey.
And the ranch dressing.
Yeah.
He loves it when you ask for ranch dressing. And if you poke them in the ribs, just listen for that sweet, sweet crunch. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. RobGilchristBooks.com, Status for Suckers, Tides of Shadow, Waves of Fury. They're all out. We just released a video about Jason Pargin's new book, Zoe is Too Drunk for This Dystopia. They are phenomenal. Go check those out as well. The John Dies the End series. There are 4 of those out at the moment. We appreciate you listening, and God, we're never going to watch. Okay, I'm going to watch this right after this.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we?